Okay. Okay. Okay.
We here already, bro. We fucking here.
Do. What it do, people? What's going on, guys? We've been chatting episode 3-1. It's your boy, MugenPlayz. Joining me is
Juhrownee.
Chattin. As you can see, Alpha, I guess, works on his own time. So
My son is probably knocked out right now. He'll probably he'll
Probably
get in the call
KO'd.
like halfway and just be like, "Well, yeah, they didn't tell me. I don't look at Discord. They didn't tell me."
Right. I mean,
It's
mind
all
you,
good,
we were
though.
on Discord earlier.
It's all good though. He's doing his own, he's probably doing his own thing right now.
That's the bro. He got a lot on his plate, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So that's why we're being very, very lenient with.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But yo, bro, I was asking this, these past couple of weeks, but this time this is like a literal question. What if everybody threw on a decent fucking costume for this Halloween? What fucking if? Cause my nigga, like y'all are gonna Squid Game and Demon Slayer us to fucking death, my nigga. Like,
Bro,
can we?
yo, for real.
Listen,
For real.
the Squid Game shit, I expected it. It's a fucking tracksuit. Niggas could buy that shit, whatever.
Easy.
But yo, let me tell y'all something. And much respect out there to the ladies. There was not one nigga that I saw that pulled off a decent Demon Slayer fit. The women killed everything this year, as far as Demon Slayer regards. You had like the people that are mad lazy that are just like, oh, I'm gonna go dressed up as a slutty doctor. I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, all of the women that I saw some fire shorty on Twitter who had like a Rengoku fit going on, and I was like, yo. First of all, she got the wagon. That's the main reason why I saw that shit.
It's like a biased.
Absolutely. I peeped the fit. I peeped the fit way afterward. I was like, God damn, she got the fatty. But
and she's Rengoku. Look at
yeah, that's a fact. But listen, unless I'm wrong, y'all can at me on Twitter. My handle is the same everywhere. JUHRWNEE. Either of us, you can let us know. But there was not one dude that I saw pull off a decent Demon Slayer fit, and I was disappointed, bro.
I mean, personally, I don't think anybody pulled off a decent anything this year, from my knowledge and actual like viewership. Like I haven't seen, like, I went to, so here in New York we have a Halloween parade that we have every year, and last year we didn't have one because
COVID
panorama, right? Which fine, that gives you an additional year to get your costume right.
Yeah. Also, all the mandates, not all the mandates, but the majority of the tough mandates in New York were lifted a couple of months ago. So you knew you were going to be going out for Halloween. Don't say, oh, it was a last second thing. That's people's excuse for shitty costumes is, oh, it was last second. You knew you was going out for Halloween for a fact. There was a whole year where you didn't do shit.
Right.
You knew for a fact you're going out for your birthday and for Halloween this year. So stop playing. Don't play yourself.
You sat in your crib was like, nah, the moment we get, back to normal self, I'll go crazy. I just got that. You're a liar.
Bro.
You're a liar.
Oh, man.
Before anybody says anything, no, I don't dress up for Halloween.
Me neither.
Because it's not my style.
Me neither.
And two,
unless we host unless we host like a Halloween party at somebody's crib, then that's different. But I don't go out of my way to be like genuinely out in public or the bars and shit like that.
Barely catch me in a costume.
Yeah.
I'll dead go with like.
You get the scream mask
photographer on like
you'll get the scream mask with that blood pump.
Blood. Yeah. Throwback.
Like, what do you Thompson? What do you dressed as? I'm spooky, nigga. Do you not like
spooky,
the mask? Hello,
boy, Ghostface, my guy. No, I don't dress up or anything like that. It's not my thing. But it does not mean I cannot value a kid costume. I've gone to Comic-Con and other conventions, Anime Con and stuff like that, where people have dressed up and they fucking killed it.
Yo, that's a fact.
These are events that happen earlier in October. So when Halloween comes around, what the fuck? You just give up.
There's people that like go to Comic-Con every year and every year have a different fit for Comic Con. Like they'll dead ass put a
For
dope cosplay
different
together.
days.
Yeah, facts. Just throw one of those on for Halloween. Like you like. I mean, well, if I'm being fair, I'm pretty sure those aren't the people that have a whack fit for Halloween. They'll definitely throw one of those on because it's like, come on, you can't fumble Halloween if you kill Comic Con every year. Like that doesn't even make sense.
Halloween should just be a given.
Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like as somebody from the outside looking in, yeah, Halloween was kind of trash this year, bro.
Garbage, bro. Nobody was having no
trash.
parties.
Everybody, you know, everybody
I'm
had
not
on
cool,
the Squid
though,
Game tracksuit on.
Right.
And you know, like that was gonna be a given.
If any of you do follow me on Instagram, you know that I do photography as well. So the sort of the decent photos that I got from the Halloween parade will be up there soon. I've really got to finish these wedding photos. I'm like fucking slacking OD. It's been like almost 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, because I was at the beginning of last month.
Yeah. So I gotta get that done at least by the end of this week. But yeah, the Halloween photos is coming. Hella disappointed. I was out there from like 10 to like maybe like 12:30. But mind you, the parade had like finished like 3 hours prior to that. But this is just like all like the people who were like hanging out on like West Fourth and stuff like that. You go to the bars and just kind of just vibing, whatever. They had like a whole like dance party that the cops obviously came and shut down. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like Party City pirates and vampires, and I was just like, wow, you guys really did not try this year.
From October to New Year's that is Party City season right there. They thrive in these 3 months.
It's the only reason why they're like still in business.
And they're like, irrelevant for the other 9 months. I've never seen somebody go out of their way to be like, damn, I need to do something for St. Patrick's Day. Let me go to Party City and buy like... No, Party City is literally only relevant from October to December. And that's it.
No cap. All of the St. Patrick's swag that I have, I've gotten from random people at bars.
Literally, which a lot of times the bars will have like the green Mardi Gras beads, like it'll just throw it on you. You could probably find the street vendor selling like the leprechaun hats, and you're just like, all right, fucking, let me get one, and you just rock out with that. That's it.
Right. Never like go out of your way to go to Party City, and you're like, oh yeah, let me go buy all this shit there, or for like Easter or some shit like that.
That's all shit. That's what Walmart and Target are for those holidays. St. Patrick's Day.
Exactly.
And they're slowly starting to phase out Party City because of that too. Like, bro, if they would have opened up that Walmart here in the city, like how they were planning to a couple years ago,
that would have been fucking chaos, dude.
It would have been GG's for Party City and any supermarket within like a 20-mile radius of it, bro. Deadass.
The only one that would have been like thriving in that is like Target.
That's a fact. Yo, fact.
Because for whatever reason, they're like mortal enemies. I guess it's a whole like red and blue thing, you know. You know
what that reminds me of? Have you ever seen that RDC skit where they always talk about how the CVS and the Walgreens are always right across from each other, like everywhere? Bro, that shit. That's Walmart and Target right there, bro.
Facts.
Dead ass. Yo, dead ass. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know Discord has been getting more and more trash because, like, for the longest, I was able to. I know if you guys saw my streams last weekend, and I talked about it on here a little bit. I was able to get that virus off my computer, and like everything has been running perfectly fine until I start using Discord. Like my screen will stutter.
You gotta stop using that hub, my guy.
Bro, it's not even that, bro.
Expand your horizons.
I'm like, it's legit Discord. That's like just fucking.
Get your notebooks ready, kids. There's X and XX. There's IXXX. There's
X hamster, bro. All that shit.
X
like
hamster.
There's all that shit.
Exactly.
But the issue, that ass like, yo, bro.
New vids, like, yeah.
Fucking Discord, yo, bro. I'm sorry, yo. I hope y'all hear this too. Discord, like, Discord is fucking trash, bro. Like, it's legit the only thing that, like, you know. Again, I upgraded my internet recently. My computer is literally working 100% fine. And
Yeah.
literally the only thing that like acts shitty when I run it is Discord. Unless I'm just in a regular voice call. Like I'm pretty sure you can't really fuck that up. Let me not say that too loud for Discord hears, but
About to go back to group me.
yo, I'm saying, I'm like, dog, what is going on? Like, just in the span of me saying that, in this last minute, my screen flickered like 3 times, and I'm just like, really, dog, Discord, you're fucking trash. But hey,
Yeah. What can we do?
that's a fact.
So there's some things we want to talk to you guys about as regarding the podcast. Let me zoom out real quick. It's really
Yes.
intimate right now. How like close I am.
Well, you gotta be intimate with the fans, bro. They want to see Papa Mugen.
Nah.
They want to focus on that beard. What does that say on your shirt, Papa Mugen? Shut the fuck up.
Sushi Dragon. My Sushi Dragon shirt. Merch check. Well, this isn't my merch, but like, it's a dragon. It's made out of sushi.
We rock everybody's merch here, bro. Yo, listen, Nike, if you want to throw a sponsorship this way, real quick, you know what I'm saying? We all of us here, we wear Nike. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, hello.
I mean, it's no secret I have the best graphic T-shirts. All the coolest shit. And you know what's funny? My AirPod case, right? I wear it on my hip, and it's the Starry Nights Van Gogh painting, right?
Mm-hmm.
This Starry Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I lost the top because whatever. So like I wear it on my hip or whatever, and I'll be like walking down the street or whatever, minding my business, and like everybody that passes, like I see them like looking down, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's weird. So like I check my zipper to make sure, you know, like Sean's not just hanging out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
give me out there just waving dick around. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, you
check,
can.
like,
It's
good,
not,
can.
you know, but it's not.
Right. And then like everybody just keeps doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? What is on my dick? And then I realized like, oh, my case. They're probably looking at my case.
Yup. That's a fact.
Like I really be out here me mugging people because they're looking at my crotch, and I'm like, oh, it's because I have my AirPods there.
Bro, that's a fact. They probably thought that you lost it, like right then and there, and they're like trying to look for it real quick to be like, to
Right.
point at it, be like, hey. Like, no,
But it's
sir,
also
I
the
lost
same
this
thing
weeks
with
ago.
like, it's the same thing with graphic t-shirts. Whenever I wear like a really cool shirt, I will see people like staring at it, but it feels like they're staring at me. So I'm just like, what the fuck you looking at? Like,
That's a fact.
and then like that happened one time. Like I'm on the train and like this dude just keeps staring at me, and I'm like, bro, you lost it. What the fuck you want? He's like, oh no, that's a really cool shirt. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, my
Like,
guy.
I thought you were staring. I thought you had an issue, my guy, but I appreciate that. Thank you. He was like, nah, I'm pretty sure there's people's like staring all day. And I'm like, yeah, dude. And he tried to have like a full blown conversation. I was like, we don't do that. I'm socially awkward. Stop.
That's a fact. They just they do that. Damn, I should have checked this before. I definitely knew that there definitely is a driver update for for my graphics card, but that's fine. I'll update it after the.
There you go.
That'll be alright. This computer has gone through worse in these recent months. It'll be fine if I update the driver a little.
I also have to like check if there's any updates for mine. I haven't been home in like forever, but yeah.
Papa Mugen's
Yeah,
out
it
there
actually-
slanging that dong. He's slanging that dong for y'all. All right.
Anyway,
These niggas is in love. I'm
Anyway.
telling y'all. I'm the last remaining soldier. These niggas is in love. They in love. This holiday season is GG's, bro.
yo, speaking of, I have to tell you.
Look at the
bro,
only
so-
person I'm in love with right here. The J Meister.
Oh my god, bro!
Uncle
I'm about to fight
Jay.
this bartender on Saturday.
Why?
People be trying me, bro. Like for like the entire month of like October, people have been like trying me. I also almost got hit by a car this morning.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
I like how you
I
just said
really
those
don't.
two back to back. Like it was, I was about to knock out this bartender Saturday. Almost got run over by a car this morning. Like, huh? It looks like November starting off pretty rough too.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
I just need this year to end, bro. It's like for whatever reason, everything's like coming from my life. Like I don't know what the fuck happened. But for the bartender, Saturday, me and Reggie Black Mist, we were like hanging out with these girls, whatever, and we did like brunch or whatever. It was dope. Walked to Central Park, went to Magnolia Bakery. Fire day,
I
right?
haven't been to Magnolia in a minute. That banana pudding is calling my name,
Bro.
Oh, actually, you just reminded me, bro. I gotta tell you. I gotta ask you about something. Matter of fact, I can tell you on here because it's not like nobody's gonna say shit. Do you know off the top of your head if you're busy the 16th of November, that Tuesday? Do you usually work Tuesdays?
No, well, Tuesdays.
Okay. Because I got tickets to Seth Meyers. It's a late night with Seth Meyers. You trying to go?
Yeah, maybe. What the fuck?
I've already taken Sam, and I've gone twice already. This will be my third time. I took my boy Stalin the first time. The second time I took Sam. So the third time, bro, we out, bro.
Yeah, we out, my guy. Hell yeah, I'm down for it.
They don't tell you the guests until you get there. So, which is dope because it's like you never know who. It's like, I mean, SNL that you find out the week of.
Yeah.
But for late night, like, I don't know if other shows do this, but they don't tell you who the guest is gonna be until like you get there, and they break down to you like how we go about filming the show and all that stuff. Sometimes they have a musical guest, sometimes they don't. The first time they didn't have a musical guest. The second time
I lose my mind if it's Foo Fighters, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They don't tell you until we get there.
Because like they've been going on tour for like a while now.
I gotta find it because I definitely have it saved. I think on my Snapchat. That's why I gotta find that shit. The first time that I went, I was wearing my boy's merch hat because it matched up with my Royal Ones. It was a Royal Blue Dad hat, and I didn't notice until like right before Seth announced it. So he like walks up to me because we're sitting right by the stairs because we're in the middle. They have 3 seating sections. We're in the middle one so the 2 stairs are next to us.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting right next to the stairs on the left hand side. And I didn't notice until afterward. Like I see one of the guys from production come up and he put something on the floor and it was a red X. And that's where Seth came to announce the musical guest. So I came out on TV that night and I have to find it because it's so dope. Because like, I mean, you probably done this because I know you told me you were in like film and stuff where like they tell you, especially when you're on live TV, they tell you not to look directly into the camera because it's gonna be super fucking awkward.
Let me guess, you fucking did.
No, absolutely not. Because luckily for us, our seat, like we were facing this. So he was standing right next to me right here. And we were facing, like, we were sitting down normally, so we were facing this way towards the stage. So I was good. I was just looking forward. He was just there announcing himself, and I'm just there with like a serious face. Like, I wasn't, like, OD Stonewall and shit, but I was like, don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera.
Right, don't look at the camera. That's what you gotta remember. Don't look at the camera.
Yeah, but it's dope. And then, like, I guess it's weird the way that they go about seating and stuff like that because so for example I put in the request for these tickets like a week or 2 ago and I actually put it for back-to-back Tuesdays. This one was the one that I got approved for. They let you request up to 4 tickets at a time, but I always put 2 because I'm like, in my mind I have a feeling I have a better chance of getting 2 tickets than 4. You know what I mean? So I always put 2 tickets, one for myself, and then I'll bring somebody with everybody.
They see a minority name on the tickets.
Yeah, bro.
Like, what? Nah.
Because that's what happened. I remember telling Sam that because the second time I put in for tickets,
be like, listen, this ain't Telemundo.
I told this nigga, I was like, yeah, bro, I put in a request for 2 tickets. He was like, oh, I bet, bro. I'm gonna put in a request for 4, and mine got approved, and his didn't. And I was like, nigga. Do you know how early you have to be for them to try to give you 4 tickets, bro? You gotta, if you put it in for now, you gotta request like the March show or some shit.
Exactly.
Like them to be like, oh, this was one of the first niggas I requested.
Especially
we could give them 4
like,
tickets.
seated next to each other.
Yeah, well, that's the good thing. Obviously, like when we all go inside, we'll be together and shit. So they're gonna sit us together like regardless and shit. But yeah, it's dope. Like the whole, I'm a fan of Seth Meyers from like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. He was the only reason why I watched SNL. That news report thing that he did, like that was like the only thing I was watching on SNL. Yeah. And then I know Colin Jost and Michael Che do it now, and they're fucking hilarious. But like he was really the only reason I watched SNL. And now that he has his own show, I was like, I don't even gotta watch SNL no more.
Yeah, I haven't watched SNL in like a while. Probably not since The Weeknd was on there.
Which time? Because that nigga was on there like 5 times.
A lot, yeah. For the last roundabout for After Hours.
Also, that was like earlier this year, I think. Right?
Yeah.
I don't. I
But
mean, honestly, bro.
and before that, it was just when the last time I watched it was when Childish Gambino was on there. And that was like 2 years ago.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. For me, ever since Seth I was watching it live when Seth was there just to watch his thing, and then after that, they a lot of these late night shows. If you guys have noticed throughout the years and more recent years, rather, they've been going a lot more towards the digital side, even pre-pandemic, because during the pandemic everybody was damn near digital. But in the more recent years, they started doing that more. So like after Seth left, SNL started going heavy on their YouTube and uploading their skits, the day after, like Sunday, throughout the day to there. So I wouldn't even watch SNL anymore. I would just watch the news update shit. And then I would watch, I would especially watch it when, like, Pete Davidson was on there, because that's my guy. But yeah, that's literally all I watch as far as their stuff. And now Seth has his own show.
You mean like they upload it like the day after, or the same day, like later? Well, for SNL, it'd be the day after.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of like what we do on our YouTube channel.
Yo,
plug.
Can we talk about something real quick? Because I know you guys.
We can talk about this one thing, and I have to tell the story about why I was about to beat the shit out of this bartender.
Oh, facts! I forgot about this shit. Go ahead.
Oh, say your piece. This is a long story.
Okay, all right. So mine it's not long. It's just something. All right. You guys know. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing us mention it by now. But the whole thing about how we get more support, honestly, from you guys, people that are watching us right now, or are the few people that are actually subscribed to our YouTube channel that watch this when we upload it and go back and watch the old episodes. Maybe there are certain parts of certain episodes that you guys like and you rewatch it. And we're super grateful for all the support that you guys give us, not only for the podcast, but just in general on our Twitch. You guys follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. You guys interact with us. If you got an OnlyFans, I think Mugen got one. Listen. If y'all find it, just link it. It's all right.
Good luck. It's like the One Piece at this point, my guy.
but so I'd say that to say, I think between me, Thompson, and Sam, we have put up on our Instagram stories and Twitter, we've promoted the YouTube channel a multitude of times, right? Different time. So here's my thing with that, right? When we started the podcast, Thompson, how many times did you have people tell you, "Oh, where you guys doing it at? Oh, we're doing it on Twitch," and people either don't understand or just genuinely don't want to go on there for some reason. So how many times has people hit you with the, "Oh, let me know when you put it on blah 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 and blah blah blah," or YouTube, and I'll watch it. YouTube came up very frequently.
Oh yeah,
bro. We've been promoting. Let me be honest. The YouTube channel for the podcast has been up for almost 2 months. 2 months. Mm-hmm. We have, and let me just make sure, because I think it was on Saturday. I was there on Saturday. I had promoted it on Saturday. Where are you? We Be Chatting podcast. We have 9 subscribers on the YouTube channel. When I promoted it on Saturday, and I asked, and I was like, all right, yo, go subscribe to the YouTube channel.
12 uploaded videos.
It's free. If you guys, as you guys know, because you guys are subscribed on YouTube to your favorite content creators and artists and all these other people, it's free to subscribe on YouTube. It always has been. It's easy to go on YouTube and watch it without even having an account, and it still counts as a view for us. You know what I mean? And do you want to know, bro? On Saturday, when I uploaded that to my Instagram story, to go follow our YouTube channel, to go subscribe to our chat podcast YouTube channel, and then the following story was to ask us questions that you would like answered on the on the podcast. I think I had one of those record high. I had almost 400 fucking people see my story, and not one person subscribed to the YouTube channel. 400 people saw my Instagram story that day. 400, and not because I uploaded it when it had 8 subscribers. On Sunday,
Actually,
it still had 8 subscribers.
But when I last looked at it, there was 6, and I was like, "Oh, interesting."
When
Okay, cool.
when I did
And
it
then when
on
you
Saturday,
uploaded,
it was
3
at 8.
people like magically came. So I was like, "Oh, cool."
Bro, that's 400 fucking people saw the story, and not one person subscribed to it. Like literally, because like I said, I still have the screenshot. I put it up when it was at 8 subscribers. So from Saturday till now, one person came through. Shout out to whoever you are. But if we're being honest, minus me, Thompson, and Sam, that's only 6 people that we have subscribed to the YouTube channel. But guess look what the funny part is, right? And I've been thinking about this for a while now, but especially more so now these past couple of days when I saw that ratio was literally the story afterwards when I put up, oh, ask me a question, blah, blah, blah. Yo, same amount of people saw that. I literally had like 30 fucking people ask me questions. Half of them were, yo, what's up, bro? I forgot you had a podcast. Let me be on it. No, the fuck you can't be on our fucking podcast, my nigga. No, you cannot be on our podcast. There should be no reason. And I don't care. Like, I'll never get tired of ranting about this shit. There should be no reason why there's so many of y'all that quote unquote support us, people that know us in real life, and y'all not even subscribed to the YouTube channel for fucking free, my nigga. But y'all. Everybody wants to be on the podcast because y'all know that we lit. Y'all know that we some cool ass niggas. Y'all know that we mad funny, and y'all know that y'all could be very free and open about whatever you talk about on here. So obviously everybody and their mama wants to be on here, and God willing, we blow up in the future and we gain traction. So everybody could be like, oh yeah, I was on one of the earlier episodes. No, you're not. And no, you wasn't. No, you're not. Because again, like I said, bro, 400 fucking people saw my story that day and not one person subscribed to the YouTube channel. That's crazy to me, dogs.
But you know what, bro?
That's crazy.
We're gonna keep doing what we do. I'm learning that I can't take that personally or anything like that, honestly. Just take it with a grain of salt and move forward. We just keep doing the promotions, keep doing the hashtags, and following the algorithm and such like that. We'll keep getting the same reoccurring people who we absolutely love.
In fact, shout out to everybody new. Shout out to my guy Para. Shout out to everybody.
Right.
Everybody
But we'll get the people that we actually give a shit about.
Kate, all of y'all. We see y'all. We see y'all.
So honestly, it is what it is.
That was, by the way, that was me taking it with a grain of salt, because in our earlier episodes we definitely ranted a lot more about it. But hey, it's only so much we could do. I don't, the way that I look at it, I don't want to be that guy, but I absolutely will be when people are when people are just like, oh yeah, that's those are our boys, so and so, we've been watching them forever. Apparently not, because the views and the subscriptions speak for themselves. There's no way that all of these people are watching us and supporting us, and we're getting like 5 views and we have like 9 subscriptions on YouTube. Like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Right.
But yeah.
So my theory is because the human attention span can only last maybe 30 minutes stretched, and if you give them something really interesting, they'll be down for maybe an hour. Earlier suggestion is that yes, as you can see, we did start the podcast earlier today, and that's going to be a reoccurring thing. We're going to continue doing it earlier, and then we're actually going to get into the habit of maybe condensing the episodes down to either an hour and a half or an hour or so, because we can go on for hours. I'd rather do that in sections.
Yeah, one of the things that I kind of put out there, and I'm pretty sure we all 3 of us have spoken about it on here before, is like, I feel like sometime down the line, maybe going straight pre-recording, it'll be the most beneficial for us, because as you guys have seen with us struggling for months now since we started the podcast, when it comes to Discord and just internet in general, because the internet is it's fucking trash most of the time. Um, I think sometime down the line, just going straight pre-recording is going to be the most beneficial to us. But it wouldn't just be us clocking on Discord, recording 2, 3 episodes, 40 minutes, half an hour long each episode, whatever the case is,
Hmm.
and then calling it a day. Going forward, something that we've been talking about recently is expanding to something that one of my boys told me about not too long ago. Using things like Anchor FM, which is the program that people use to upload their podcasts to Spotify and Apple Music and all this stuff. I think Google, you could do it. You could do it through Google as well, just so we could reach a broader audience. Which is one of the main reasons why we decided to start uploading on YouTube as well, is because again we understand not everybody has a Twitch and wants to set up a Twitch. Whatever the case is, YouTube is one of the most reachable, I guess, sites in the world.
And commonly used.
Yeah, people use it for music playlists. People use it to sometimes watch full blown fucking movies. Like, you know what I mean? Anime series, all of that.
Yep.
So, that's one of the main reasons why we obviously wanted to come to YouTube with it. And then also, now it's time. We're 31 episodes into the podcast. Now it's time to definitely start expanding to Spotify and all this stuff. And one thing that I looked into, and I think I was telling Thompson as well, was apparently when you use Anchor, like, we can record this video, right? You can record a 30-minute video, so we can have video to upload to YouTube and whatever the case is. And when you insert the MP4 to Anchor, it'll extract the MP3 file, and we'll just have the audio, which we can use to then send it directly to Spotify and Anchor as well. People, you guys can log on to Anchor and listen to your favorite podcasts on there. And then through Anchor, who they're actually owned by Spotify, you can obviously upload to Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, all that stuff. So we behind the scenes, we've been looking into being able to expand more for you guys. If you guys follow anybody that does podcasts on social media, you'll see that, like, sometimes they'll upload a thing where they'll show, like, all right, episode 31 got 50 something views or listens, and then they'll also show you, like, a little graph of, like, oh, people are listening to my podcast in United States and Europe and Dominican Republic and X, Y, and Z.
Right.
All of that stuff is done through Anchor. So, we are taking our time with it because we want to make sure we come correct when it comes to these things, and we don't just rush into things blindly. But definitely, we're looking into expanding the podcast so we can get across more earbuds and eyes and all that.
Yeah, I'm like looking into their website now, and it looks pretty good. This is a further conversation that needs to be had when Alpha's here.
Yes, sir.
But yes, again, like I said, we're gonna have to take it with a grain of salt because not everybody's gonna like. I mean, they didn't want to jump over to Twitch. They're not gonna want to. They didn't want to jump over to like YouTube. They're not gonna want to jump over to Anchor. So I think for Anchor, we should just take that as a whole new category of people.
Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Make a mention. Hey, we're uploading on Anchor. Cool. Here's the link. Whatever. But yeah,
I think you might have said this before. I think we should make because I know me and Sam were talking about this a while back, and a tenant in my building actually told me this too. Just like how people make like sizzle reels for their Twitches and stuff like that on TikTok, I think we should make one for the podcast. I just have like every so often upload like a 30-second clip of whatever we say on here, and that'll probably get people to come to the
yeah.
It'll intrigue them, like, what the fuck were we talking about that made them say this? So it's just like, all right, let me check out their shit or whatever.
Right. And somebody would have to have the availability to actually sit there and edit that and extract that.
That's a fact.
I can do it after I finish these. Bro, I have the wedding to finish. I have the Halloween photos to finish. I also have a project that I've been brought aboard to, which is a very cool concept.
Mugen
Details
is
on
busy.
that will be coming soon.
Mugenda is busy.
Right. Like, there's just a lot going on and a lot of side projects and things. And then still focusing on like actual like Twitch and such like that.
That's a fact.
So things are a little backed up, and then my attention is kind of like here, there, and everywhere. So I would say, again, another discussion for when we're all here. But when I tell you about to strangle this bartender, my guy.
What happened, bro? What happened?
Oh my
What
God.
happened?
All right, so my first mistake was going out the night before Halloween. Never do that. I never do. Personally, I never do that.
I felt like more people were out Saturday because Halloween fell on a Sunday this year.
A Sunday, right?
So if you went out Saturday, you pretty much welcomed in Halloween midnight, which I think a lot of people do that for holidays and shit.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it's the most logical thing to do, especially for people who like party hard and like work Monday through Friday is 9 to 5s, you know?
Because I know they do SantaCon, and like I know on Saturday there was a lot of bar crawls as well.
I actually might do SantaCon this year. I don't know. I got the Santa suit and everything, bro.
I could never do it because I work Saturdays.
Looks like you're gonna have to call out, my guy.
That's
Yeah, that's like been my whole thing this year. Like, I'm not letting work like hold me back from enjoying my time.
I've been doing that a lot more recently too. Like I told my job, which because they never press you about it when you take time off. At least in my job, I decided I'm gonna take my week of vacation the weekend that Diamond and Pro come out. And honestly, like my Connect, I might get the game a day or two early. I'm getting it at least a day early, so I won't be getting it Friday. I'll be getting it that Thursday. If you guys, I told Sam already as well too. If you guys want to scoop it a day or two early, let me know. You guys can.
But you know, I'm not the hugest Pokemon fan. So
it's Diamond and Pearl, bro. Those are the best games.
For that. I never played the originals.
You will fucking fall in love with them. I promise.
Yeah, I'll hold off on that for a while. It's not on the top of my list.
but yeah, I'll be playing those games. I'll be playing that game. Sorry, I'm not getting both of them. I'll be playing that one that whole weekend that I'll be off, and I'll be trying to upload them to YouTube and stuff too. I'll try to have some like pre-made thumbnail. Hopefully, if I'm able to start playing it a day early, that like I'll probably play it the first couple of hours and then try to chop that up into 30-40 minute episodes. Because that's another, again, I noticed that too. Like it's same thing goes for YouTube. Like what we were talking about with the whole podcast stuff. I unless it's somebody that's already well established, like for example, I could sit there and watch Berlizzi, Corey Kenshin, Dashi for 2 hours if they uploaded a video. I can't do that for somebody that I don't know unless your video starts playing and you really like hook me. You know what I mean? But if you're somebody who has like 100-something subs like me on YouTube, and you're uploading an hour and a half long videos, even though people will see that it's a stream or a new game, that might attract more people to watch your video, but that's a very heavy might. Nobody's gonna sit there and be like, oh, this guy's new, he's dope. Damn, this video is an hour and a half long. Ugh, like,
no,
you know what I mean?
Like, yeah, you gotta chop that into parts, my guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely for the
serious program.
The Diamond and Pro remix are gonna be a series on my channel and battles afterwards. I'm gonna be doing competitive battles with viewers and with my boys, my homegirls, whoever wants to battle me. We'll be doing like serious. Well, I mean, it'll be fun, but we'll be doing like competitive battles and stuff. And I'll be when I upload the main story that we played through, which we'll be playing through 100% here on Twitch, I'll be uploading that into no more than half an hour long episodes, because I know usually that's how long people want to like sit down and see a Pokemon video for when you're playing the story. So that it'll be no more than 20 minutes, half an hour, and it really depends on how I can cut the video. So yeah, that'll pretty much be that. We keep on going off topic. Why were you gonna beat this guy's ass?
So I get to this bar in Brooklyn, Bushwick, right?
Okay.
It's not a bar that I'm unfamiliar with. I've been to this bar plenty of times. I've shot events there.
thought you were gonna say something completely different. I've shot, and then you paused. I've shot a multitude of niggas there.
Shot like 8 niggas there. No, I shot at different events there. I know a lot of the entertainment that comes through there.
Okay.
But for some reason, when I got there, mind you, it was only like 11 o'clock at night. So the night had like literally just started.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an early night.
Very early.
Okay.
Get to the bar, bartender already has an attitude. This dude snatching receipts off the counters, blah blah blah. Mind you, I had just came back we just left a hookah lounge in a store in Steinway, right? So we were smoking hookah, whatever. Your boy got caught in mouth. I wanted water, so I go to the bar and I'm like, "Yo, my man, let me get an ice water," you know. We don't have ice water here. We just bottled water. All right, relax, cool. I'll choose something different. And then he walks away. And I'm like, okay, I wasn't done. So I'm like, yo, my man, like I wasn't done. I was about to order. And then he like blows up. He said, "What the fuck you want me to do?" I was like, "Who the fuck you talking to, bro?" Oh my god, bro. I was going off on this man.
I'm gonna be honest. He probably. There's two sides to this. I would have. Depending on the situation, I mean, even in that situation, in my mind, my immediate thought would have been like, this nigga's probably like, they probably blew his all day and up until now, where like people acting retarded and shit because of Halloween. Yeah, but at the same time, that has nothing to do. Yeah, that has nothing to do with me, my nigga.
I did nothing wrong to this man. I asked for ice water. He gave me attitude. I'm like, all right, cool. I was about to make another request and he walked away. I demanded my service to be continued, and he blew up. So he got the full New York treatment, and it's just as I was about to reach over the bar to grab this man, Richard pulls me back. And I underestimated the strength of this man because he actually lifted me up and like pulled me to the other side of the bar. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, Reggie is strong, bro. That nigga's strong. Yeah. He better be going to the gym all that time. That nigga better be strong.
It's like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, it like completely took me out of the whole like situation. Like, I had to realize like what he did, and I was like, bitch.
I am not to be handled like this way.
Right, like I am a grown man.
So, you know what it is, bro? When you work, doesn't matter if you work in service, if you work where you're directly in contact with other people throughout your shift. I'm sorry, y'all, but there's like, especially, I'm gonna be honest, especially when you're dealing with a city like New York, or something like that, like. You gotta, like, whatever personal shit you're going through, that shit either stays with that person you're going. Like, if it was a customer that got you like that, treat them like shit. They should understand that you're the one that's giving them alcohol. Yeah. Don't bring that shit to other people, because now you're gonna look like you're the dickhead now. And now people are gonna black on you, and they have their full right to disrespect you. And you're going to end up coming across the wrong nigga or female to do that to, and they're going to put you in your place, and they're going to fix you. And I'm sorry, like, it doesn't matter who you think you are, you will get put in your place, especially here. Like, that shit do not fly.
There's always bigger fish in the sea, my guy. There's always somebody bigger and better.
Hey, yo, bro, I love it when I hear a dude or a female talk about, oh, this and the other. When I get tight, nobody wants it with me, that and the other. And then I've seen people legit talk like that and get laid out. And I'm like, yo, but I thought nobody wanted it with you. Like,
that person sure did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that, which is why I tell people all the time, I'm like, yo, listen, don't get me wrong. If you with me and you my homeboy, I'm going to back you up if you in the right. But if you in the wrong, I will sit there and watch you get laid out. I'm not going to get my shit clocked for nobody that's in the wrong. Absolutely not. That's not what a ride or die is. That's not what a best friend. No. If you in the wrong, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna be like, damn, that nigga's about to fuck you up. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But if you in the right in this situation like this, bro, what? Yo, Reggie, why did you? We would have both grabbed that nigga and pulled him out the bar. Fuck, you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Laid your ass out right at your job too. Bitch ass.
It's better that he did, because I was really gonna like wall out. I was already irritated from the day, so.
And you was off the hookies too? Damn.
Right,
bro.
like not a good time to fuck with me. But yeah, even myself, I work very closely in retail and such like that, and obviously I'm not a fan of the human race. Everybody irritates the shit out of me.
When you work in retail, you meet some of the worst
The
people
worst fucking
to
people.
walk on this earth, bro.
The worst fucking people.
Some of the most
But you know Grain of salt.
judgmental, some of the most what's it called?
Entitled.
Entitled. That's the word I was looking for. Especially,
Ugh.
and I'm like, yo, bro, you shopping for a fucking for a fucking whatever at Best Buy? Relax, my nigga. Like,
Right.
if you really had it like that, you would have sent
that
somebody to come
person,
buy
else
for
would've
you.
get by.
Come on, fuck
Exactly.
out of here. You now you here with me, and I'm gonna give you a hard time because I'm the one that gotta bring you out. So, stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, I deal with that shit all the time, and
I could
I
imagine
handle it very well.
at your
Granted,
job
there are times where people set me off, but I only go off on the people that set me off.
now. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't go off on the following person that I work with afterwards or anything like that. No, it's nothing to do with them.
They don't
so,
deserve it. Yeah.
I mean, they still irritate the shit out of me, but that's just not the point. Yeah. And then if I'm feeling like I'm really about to like go off, take a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the back real quick, 5 minutes, cool down, come back, much better attitude. They're like, cool. If you gotta take 5 minutes, take 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes will save your job. That'll save your livelihood because I don't know what that man was working there for. And to be frank, I really don't give a shit. It's not my problem. It's not my life. It's not my problems to worry about.
Yo, actually, you know what that reminds me of real quick? I spoke about this on Twitter not too long ago. I don't know if you remember seeing this. I know our boy Hiram responded to it because I think he was there at the time. So the post on Twitter was like, name a time. It was 2 different posts, but it was like, name a time that you met a celebrity and they were just like, they were trash, like they were a shit person or whatever. The other one was obviously name a time where you met one and they were super cool. So the one that I met that was super cool, I'll use both because it both happened at the job, for an example. But the first celebrity that I ever met, like while we were working at Best Buy, was T.I. And that was like right before you and that group had gotten there. You, Rodney, Jordan, like, so that was like the winter right before that. This dude came, I think his album had dropped recently. He was dapping up everybody in the store. Like, people were like, yo, can I call my mom? Can I call my brother? He was like, yo, call him. I'll say what's up to them, whatever. He was speaking on the phone to people's family. He took pictures with a lot of us at Best Buy. Shout out to J. Cole as well. Did the same thing twice.
I remember that.
J. Cole is the realest. And so that,
50 Cent did the same thing.
Yeah, 50 did the same thing. Bro, there was mad cool people. KD came to our store, super fucking dope guy. Like
Justin Bieber.
Bro, like
Wanda Sykes, Jay Farrow.
A
lot of voice actors.
Let's circle back to that real quick. Wanda Sykes was a dickhead.
That's not to me.
That's the one that I got pissed about. Wanda Sykes was
Really?
a fucking dickhead when she came to our
me,
store.
Bro, she was a sweetheart to me, bro.
Bro, what? She was. I remember that she was downstairs in PC. I think she was getting some. I don't know what it was, bro. And it was something along the line. I forgot who it was that was there, but I know I was talking about it. I know one of the people I was talking about it with at the time, if I remember, was Hiram and somebody else. And like, it was just one of those things where like the way that she was going about it was kind of like, bro, she like it. I can't remember like word for word what it was that she was saying, but she was kind of just like before she left, she was like with like an OD like dirty ass attitude. She was like, I can't be doing all of this right now. I got somewhere to be at, whatever. I just need y'all to ring my stuff up, and and she wanted to dip, and I'm like, I was like, first of all, you look kind of familiar, but I don't even know who you are. So in my mind, I feel like her whole thing was like, I think she was just tight that a lot of niggas didn't know who she was. Yeah, and I'm just like, yo, because, like, you finna stand in this line like everybody else, my nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Because when I saw her, she was working with like one of like the new people, like one of the seasonals that were there at the time. And like I didn't even like physically see her before I knew she was there. I heard her. And I was like, that lady sounds like Wanda Sykes. And I was like,
I know she came to the store multiple times apparently, but that was the last time I saw her at the store. Which I'm just like, I didn't see her the first couple times, but the last time I saw her, I'm like, yo, she's a fucking dickhead, bro.
Yeah. But then like the kid that was like working with her couldn't like find whatever, so I was like, alright, cool, I got it, I'll take over. And I was like, don't worry, I know you're Wanda Sykes, it's cool. And she's like, "Oh, okay, so somebody does know who I am here. So it's probably after your interaction."
Yeah, that's what
Honestly.
it was. And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody care.
Yeah.
Get the
I was
fuck
like,
out.
"Yeah, no. Yeah, there's a few of us that are a little older.
I
There's
knew.
a lot of new.
The thing is,
people
I
there
knew
that
who she
kinda
was. I knew who she was as well. I wasn't dealing with her the time that happened.
Yeah.
I knew who she was, but I'm just like, my nigga, okay, like, what? So what? Like,
See, that's why you got that asshole reaction, bro. It's not like I kissed her ass or anything. It's just like, yeah, I know who you are.
I mean, she wasn't
It's not like
giving
I'm giving
me.
you like special
She
treatment or
she
anything
wasn't
like
being
that.
like that.
Oh,
Like,
it was
with
just
me.
like overall.
It was with whoever she was with there. Who I feel like since it was in PC downstairs, it was probably a newer person as well.
Probably.
So it was probably a younger person, and they were just like, talking to her like regular, and it's just like, yo, don't let that celebrity shit get to your head, my nigga.
Sometimes it's not even about like celebrity or like stardom or anything like that. It's also about like how you talk to people. Because some of those new people was kind of wild, and I was like, "You just really how you talk to people? Well, how are you? Why are you still working here?"
Because they didn't give a fuck, and they just wanted to hire like as many people as they could to get through the holiday season. And they always end up over hiring and firing like 95% of the holiday staff.
Exactly.
So typical Best Buy shit.
So my experience with her was genuine and sweet. So I don't know, maybe. It's funny that we interacted with the same person that got two completely different.
Bro, listen,
reactions.
I'm gonna keep it a stizzy stack with you. After, I mean, like I said, I didn't interact with her. I just overheard and overlooked like when all of that was happening. Like everybody was looking at her like, yo, what's wrong with this lady? Like, is she all right? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like when I went
It
back,
also doesn't help that we had a lot of like international customers there too. So like she wasn't like internationally known; she's only like locally known.
Yeah, that's what it is. But it's like at the end of the day, it's again, don't let that stardom shit get to your head. And B, at the end of the day, she could have also been having a bad day. It could have been that, and like, maybe it was a similar situation where it was a temporary person that couldn't find something for her, and I kind of like set her off. That still doesn't mean that you should act like a dickhead, especially when you're well known, because that shit could get recorded and World Star will. That's it. Like it's done so for you. So.
For Jay Farrow, that shit was mad funny. He came in, we were working. Was I still in gaming at the time? I don't think so.
No, I think Jay Farrow came after I left because I remember y'all speaking about it, but I don't think I was there anymore.
I gotta find. I think I saw it. I don't know if I still do. That's probably like on my old Instagram. That shit is like gone.
I'm tired. I wish I would have met him. I know he's a cool
yeah,
dude.
I was like chopping it up with like Alex Luigi in gaming.
With who? Oh yeah.
Luigi. And we were just chopping it up, whatever. And he just came through, and he's like with the Eddie Murphy voice. He's like, "Hey y'all, I'm just looking for a PlayStation." We're like, "Oh shit, you're Jay Farrow."
Yo, facts. I would have been like, "Bro, what?"
It's like, all right, I don't know why you came with like the whole like impersonation thing, but like, cool, that was good.
He probably tried to catch you off guard or some shit. Like
probably, yeah.
To get a reaction.
Yeah, so we usually like chopping it up, whatever. He's like asking for like game recommendations. He's like, "Yeah, bro, I'll be sitting on my fucking dresser room bored as shit." Like, I sit there all fucking day until we start recording for SNL. So like, yeah, I got you, bro. You got to play this, you got to play that. And he's like, "I bet," bought all of it. And then the second time I see him, yeah, he got GSP, of course.
I bet. Good looking out, Jay. Good looking out.
I was selling to him, of course. He got GSP.
If it was Jason selling to him, he would have just been like, "I'm good, man. Like,
I don't want nothing. Never mind." The second time I seen him was me, Alex, and I forget who else was there. I think it was like Alberto or somebody, and we're going to see Thor. I think it was Thor: Dark World.
Oh, so I was definitely there when he came. I probably just wasn't there that day.
Yeah, it was like Thor: Dark World or something like that. Or it was a Marvel movie that we went to go see. I don't remember. It was either Thor: Dark World or Guardians of the Galaxy. We were going to see it, and then like we're like walking to like the auditorium, and then like he's just there, waiting for the movie to start, eating his popcorn.
Yo, that's mad.
So me and Alex is like, "Oh shit, yo Jay, what up, bro?" And he's like, "Oh shit, it's Chris and Alex. What's good, guys?" I'm like,
you see, I fuck
why
with
are you
that.
at the theater, my guy? Like, what are you doing here? He's like, yo, about to watch this Marvel movie. I'm like, yo, us too. So it's like, yo, bet we have to sit with you guys. I'm like, yo, bet.
Bro, that's you see shit like that's fire, bro. I fuck with that.
Right. So
I
I was
fuck
like,
with
yeah,
that.
bro, you're mad cool.
I have I
Coolest
have
dude.
I have
And
one celebrity one that was super like
that was like right before SNL did him dirty.
oh yeah, I remember it when
Like
you
right
yeah,
before.
bro. So I have one that's like that very similar. First of all, the Ti and J Cole interactions were super dope. Like they are ones. So I have one of for J Cole and one for Rob De Niro actually. I've had an interaction with Rob. He is he's one of the like dopest people I've met. Like just because of
Robert De
how like
Niro has a black card, if I'm not mistaken.
bro, listen, that nigga got multiple cards or whatever, bro. Like that. So, all right. So I don't know if he's still there, but at the time when I was going to college, I was going to a BMCC right off of Chambers Street. For everybody that lives here probably knows that. So there's this like very well known mom and pop pizzeria down there, super fucking good. It's right by the second building. I can't remember because I haven't been to school in fucking years. But I think that's the Fitterman building, if I'm not mistaken. The Fitterman, whatever is the second building out of the three BMCC. You have the
I went to school upstate. I'm one of the privileged on-campus kids.
oh, this nigga here. Whatever. You have the main BMCC building, the huge one that's pretty much north. You have the second building in the middle, and then you have the newer building all the way in the back. That's the one that got actually, just not destroyed, but it was pretty much destroyed because of the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
So you have that building all the way in the back, but it's right next to the second building, literally across the street from the second building. So one night, my second semester there at BMCC, I was taking mostly night classes, which fucking sucked. So I remember, bro, I used to get out of school sometimes at like 10 p.m. I was dumb tight. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta take this
Oh,
train.
you got that long ass commute home.
Yeah, like, I mean, it wasn't like that bad because at the time the A train would like, if I got out of school on time, 9:40, 9:45, the train started going local after like 10:30. So I almost always was able to catch the last express train back home. So it would take me, 40 minutes not even like 35 minutes to get back home. So I was chilling or whatever. But some nights I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna come into the pizza shop here, grab something to eat. I'm gonna chill. So the mom and pop shop, it's pretty decent sized. They also used to sell, I think, gelato there too, which was fire. Like, and this is the
Oh,
first,
I think I know which place you're talking about because I'm
and-
like down there all the time.
yeah, and this was the first place that I actually tried Zeppoli's at, and they were fucking fire too. Because again, everything there was like made in shop, mom and pop shop. Like it was
Fresh,
run by,
yeah.
it was run by obviously the mom and the father who were a bit older, and then you had their sons there. When you walk inside, it feels like you're walking into an Italian home because they have like the tables are like old wooden tables, old wooden chairs with like plastic thrown on top of them. So it gives you like that very homey feel. So one night I'm just there, right, and I feel like I looked super stressed, right, because I'm looking through like a paper that I had to do and all this shit. My book bag is next to me on the floor, and I'm just eating, some pizza or whatever. And, I was sitting by the door, so I was like a couple feet by the door, and they have two doors on each side. I hear somebody come in, right, and I just hear the son, like, kind of say what's up to him. And then I hear the voice, and it sounds familiar, but I don't think to look back, because I'm just like, fuck, this shit is annoying. I gotta look through this shit or whatever. And then, as they start talking, and like they start like talking to him, I immediately recognize his voice. He was just like, I'll get the usual or whatever, and I'm like, where? I was like, do I know this nigga? And I turn around and I see that it's him. Yeah, he. So this was BMCC is right in or by Tribeca, so he had an apartment down there. I don't know if he's still there now, if he moved to another apartment or whatever, but. Like, apparently he was frequent there. Yo, mind you, like, a couple of people, like, peeped that it was him. They were going about their dinner, like, normal. And I turn around and I'm just like, oh, like, and so I hear him talking to the son, and he's just like, yo, has everybody here, like, paid for their stuff? Because it's also somewhere where you can, like, dine in, you can get your stuff first and then pay later. And then he's like, yeah. And then he ends up going around and buying everything for everybody again that they already had. So, like, he pretty much gave you back what you bought. And
Oh
then
shit.
yeah, and then
Baller.
he comes to me and he puts his arm on my shoulder and he's just like, young man, he's like, how much did you pay for that? He's like, I got you. And I'm just like, nah, it's cool. Like, I was about to, yeah,
$400.
yeah. I was about to leave. He's like, are you sure? And I was just like, oh, I paid so and so. Like the guy remembered me because I frequented there too. And then so he got me everything that I got again. He was like, yeah, take that home, save that for later, get you nice little dinner, some breakfast tomorrow. And then yo, bro, he literally goes to one of the corner booths, sits down. He had a newspaper on him, and he was just chilling there eating this shit like normal. And I'm just there like trying not to stare at him anymore because I already spoke to him and I don't want to make it weird. And I'm just there just like, I can't even focus on my fucking paper no more. So,
No, I would have went over like, hey, just want to say thank you again. Cool. But you might have forgot a pic.
I did.
Damn.
I didn't get a picture with him, but before I left, I made sure to walk by because he was by the other entrance, and I made sure, and he noticed me again. He was just like, "Have a good night, young man," and I was like, "Yo, thank you again for that." Yeah, yo, like I'm saying, and so not a similar situation, but when I was there the 2 times that J. Cole went to the store, and you remember Troy, like he was a huge fan of his. Yeah. So him and Troy chopped it up for him and Troy chopped it up for mad long. But I remember me and Cole talked because he came months apart from each other. Because I remember the second time that he came was for Forest Hills Drive. That's when he came and he sat on top of the register and he started chopping it up with front lanes and everybody was going crazy. But the first time that he came, not a lot of people recognized him right away. Because I remember I walked up to him and we were talking about some stuff. And yo, I don't know what it is, bro, about certain people, but I guess he could just kind of tell. Like he's from here and he was raised in North Carolina too, but you could tell that he's a very genuine person. And I always like to share their story, just in case one day I'm able to see him again and if he remembers this too. But so we were just talking about some stuff, and the conversation. One thing led to another conversation, and we were just talking about like personal stuff in our lives. And I was telling him about stuff I was going through my family and my parents' troubles with each other and stuff, and my dad's health issues or whatever. And we just chopped it up and all that good stuff about it.
And your trauma come to J. Cole,
bro. Yo, I don't know what it was, but like we literally because he was telling me like similar stuff about his upbringing and shit like that. And I'm like, yeah. So we just chopped up about that. So cool. And then he went on about the time he spoke to mad people, got families calling him on their phone or whatever, taking pictures and all that. So fast forward to a couple months after that, that was January when Forest Hills Drive dropped. He came like, I think the day of that it dropped, came back. And I remember coming up the stairs and turning around and seeing where he was sitting at the register, and he saw me and he nodded and told me to come over. And so I came over, and yo, shit like this is like really what like hit home for me. We started talking again, and then he just straight up asked me. He was like, yo, how's the situation with your pops? How's your family doing and all that shit? And like that even blew my mind because I could imagine somebody like him within the span of months. He dropped an album. He was on tour.
So many other things on his like plate and agenda,
and he
stuff like
still
that.
Genuinely remembered the conversation we had last time and asked me about that shit. And yo, bro, that shit hit home for me. So, much respect to Cole. T.I. was like that too. He's a super cool dude. Rob De Niro again. Like, we have all these nice experiences. I mean, we were working at the flagship store, so.
Oh man, when I met Alicia Keys, bro.
Oh, bro, that nigga. Was that in the store or was that outside of that?
That was in the store. She
Damn,
also called
really?
a $5,000 sale, which I was fine with. I had already reached my quota for the day. I actually exceeded my quota for the day. So it was good for the week, to be honest.
I fucking wish I was there for Alicia Keys, bro. I miss Jay Farrell and Alicia Keys, bro. Are you dead ass?
Bro.
Like,
it was me, Ty, and Mindy, and then we're all in like DI, and then we just hear like mad screaming. It was like, what's going on? And then like you just see like this horde of people. Like this, first of all, like you see like this brolic like white dude come down the stairs. Power walking through the aisles, and I'm like,
fucking all Mike coming down the stairs.
Right, I'm like, yo, my man, you good? You lost it. Like, who are you looking for? And obviously he ignored me. He just kept pushing. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And then that's where we hear like all the screaming and shit like that, and then like this massive horde of people like coming down the stairs. And in the center of it all,
You just see this
Alicia
goddess
Keys.
shining
Aphrodite, like, it was
Bro.
like crazy. She like her like curly fro, and then like she had, like this
Oh
like
my god.
blue vest and like these like blue pants on. She was just glowing, bro. She's amazing.
Bro.
And the girls that me and Ty was working with, so like the camera or whatever, they saw her and like vanished. Never saw them again.
Bro, that's wild. They probably forgot they even came in there for anything. I was like,
Right,
I saw
mind
Alicia
you.
Keys at Best Buy.
Mind you, they're spending like $5,000, and they're calling like their dad in China to like approve like the purchase because their card kept declining. But the banks didn't open for another like half an hour.
Oh, yeah,
So
that
we were
time difference
legit
from here to
waiting.
Asia is legit.
We were legit waiting, and we were just like talking or whatever about like photos and shit like that, and we're like showing our Instagrams and such, and then she comes down, they vanish. We no longer care because it's Alicia Keys.
It's
So we're
Alicia
like, oh,
Keys,
shit.
facts.
Right. So like, Mike C comes down. He's like, anybody in DI? Anybody in DI? And I'm like, yo. So we grab like all of like her CDs.
First of all, what do you mean?
whatever.
Is there anybody in DI? You know we down there, man.
know
Nigga.
we do,
Don't ask no
exactly.
stupid ass questions like that.
And then she's like signing people's like CDs and stuff like that, and we're like charting them. Like they're buying them at like one register, and she's signing them on like the Sony table. My table.
Oh, facts.
So I was like, okay, cool.
Yo.
So because it's my table, I'm like facilitating. I'm like, all right, cool. You get another disc signed or whatever, and then take the photo. And then she would like turn to me. She's like, oh, she like hand me a CD. She's like, oh, can you open this for me, baby? I'm like, absolutely.
Oh, what?
I'd unwrap that bitch, and I'm like, I don't even care who paid for what. I was just like, absolutely, no problem.
Yo, facts. Best Buy could worry about that, my nigga. I don't got nothing to do
Right,
with me, boy.
exactly.
Alicia
Right.
Keys handed me the CD. I'm telling her
Right.
I'm doing whatever she told me to do, bro. Stop
Right.
it. Stop it.
And then like whenever I would, she would like give me like a hug or whatever, and I'm like fucking melt.
Bro, I could. Yo.
But like I would never like personally like go in for the hug. She would always like hug me and then like keep going.
Yeah.
With, like,
You
stuff
playing
like
it,
that.
playing it safe.
Right.
You know, because you had
Right.
All Might next to you, looking at like.
And then I was
go
like,
ahead.
you know what? I'm
Go
just
ahead.
I'm gonna go for another hug, and then like I go for another hug, and that's where I hear like, yo, you got all the iPads upstairs, right? And I look, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Swiss Beats.
Yo.
I'm like, nah, I wasn't about to hug your wife, bro. Chill.
Yo. Bro, that's nah. I wish you see. I'm tight that I miss Jay Farrow and Alicia Keys. I'm fucking hot. I was there for Justin Bieber. Troy was the one that got to really talk to him because I think they went down to home theater, and I remember I was still upstairs when he
That's
had
when like,
come.
Megan fucking pissed him off.
Megan.
She was Megan, yeah, from Mobile.
Why? What happened?
She was being mad extra, bro. Oh my god, Justin! Oh my god, Justin! Did you need this? Did you need that? And he's like, I'm just trying to buy. Like, I'm good. Like, this guy is helping me. Like, I'm good.
That's one thing
Just
that like.
it's like, yo, relax.
That's one thing that like I understand that when it comes to like the celebrity side of things, like I wouldn't like that either. Like you could be the nicest person in the world, but when somebody is being a little bit too extra, you got to tell them nicely, like, yo, I'm just trying to. We could take a picture real quick if you want to. I could say what's up, if you take a real quick video. But I'm trying to buy this and I'm trying to be on my way. You know what I mean? Like
you can tell like, he was kind of like just kind of like in and out kind of thing. That didn't happen. So he got tight and he's like, nah, fuck. Like
he ended up not buying nothing, right? He left without.
Right, he just left. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get, bro. If you got half these people down your neck breathing, talking about. I mean, it is Justin Bieber, so I get it, but at the same time, I could understand that. I could understand him being like, yo, I just want to be out.
But like, if it was like other customers, sure. But like, if it's an employee of the establishment you're going to,
yeah, she was kind of extra for that.
Very unprofessional, and honestly, that leaves ground for like termination. To be honest,
because you know that nigga was going in there to blow some bread, bro. So
right,
if he went down to home theater, that would have been minimum like another $5,000 to $10,000 sale. For
I think he was
anybody,
looking into a bigger TV for the place that he was staying at in the city.
Look at that. That's a
From,
couple
like,
grand right
very-
there. She just
from, like,
jerked
the
somebody
very
for a couple
brief
grand.
conversation we had because I know he came down. I forget who. I think Troy was working with him. He
Yeah.
had went to like, talk to somebody at home theater, and I'm like, oh shit, you come to buy the biggest TV we got, right? He was like, yeah, something like that. I was like, you gotta get the 4K, my man. He's like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, you short as shit, bro.
Yeah, he is. That nigga is mad shit. There's a couple celebrity that I've seen from far. One of the first times, not no, this was probably like a year after that. This was when her, I think it was when her first major album came out, 2014. I want to say. Don't quote me on it if you guys know. Ariana Grande. She was walking down Fifth Avenue and had a fucking like army of people behind her. Like this was when her shit was like really really popping off in the beginning. And I saw her from far, and this was before, like at the time I didn't know her as like, you know, she wasn't the superstar or the worldwide superstar. She was Kat from like Victorious and Sam and Cat. So I looked at her and I saw the red hair and I was like, oh shit, that's the girl from Victorious. That's literally what I said to myself. I was like, oh shit, that's the girl from Victorious. I guess she just has a huge fandom, like, cause bro, when it was an army of people behind her. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
I'm not one of those fans. I'm not a fan of Ariana Grande.
She's alright, you know. There's nothing. I don't think
she's not even that cute, honestly. I'm gonna say it now.
I mean, bro, everybody has their own taste. I ain't mad at you. She
looks like a 13-year-old girl.
that is. I feel like that's tough for people that grow up like that. I mean, it's good. It's a double-edged sword. It's good because you're always gonna look young, but to a lot of people, you look like 15 for the rest of your life, which is like
now, like imagine me, scruffy face, 6'3", going out with this Ariana Grande looking like whatever. And if you want to call like fucking the police saying I kidnapped a child or some shit, like I can't.
Yo. Nah, but I mean, so like I said, I can't say I didn't meet her, but I saw her from afar. Mm-hmm. I was there the day that KD went. I didn't get a chance to go up to him because I think after Natalia took the picture with him, like even more people started swarming, and he was in there like that's when DVDs were still upstairs and CDs. Mm-hmm. So he was up there like I'm just like, first of all, bro, why the fuck are you buying DVDs? And he came in like ball shorts, like slides, a hoodie. I'm like, where the fuck are you coming from, my nigga? Yeah. Yo, that is fucking hilarious. Nah.
I remember when 50 Cent came, like I was heading out and he was coming in.
I would have doubled back too. I would have been like,
we were like literally doing this, and I'm looking at him, and he's like looking at me, and he like head nods, and I'm like,
yo.
No, what?
I don't think I was there for Fifth either. I don't think I was. Damn, bro. I missed some good ass people. Fuck.
But that was when I was working.
I got fucking Wanda Sykes, my nigga. Like, fuck, come on, bro. I'm so tight now after that. I'm pretty sure you told me about Jay Farrow and Alicia Keys like back when we were there. But I'm even more hot right now, bro. That ass guys. I missed them three. Oh, for fucking Wanda Sykes, bro. Like really. Oh my god. There was somebody else. It's one of those things, guys, where like a celebrity they're not gonna tweet out, yo, I'm gonna be at Best Buy in 5 minutes, and we get a mob of people. They literally pull up, like our store was on Fifth Avenue. You can't even park on Fifth Avenue. They would literally pull up to the front of the store. Maybe you would see people running behind them or whatever if they knew that they were in the car, but they would literally come out the car. Again, it's Fifth Avenue. There's millions of people walking by, and obviously people are gonna notice Alicia Keys coming out of a car and Justin Bieber and go fucking crazy and shit. So they're gonna follow them into the store, but it would literally happen at random like that. Like, I forgot who this dude was. We had one CD signing at our store for some R&B artist. I know he's like, it was him.
Yeah,
I remember that. Like there were people that came up. I mean, it was a lot of like not older ladies, but I guess women that grew up with his music that like was there and like they were fiending and shit. And that was cool. And I chopped it up with him a couple times. He's a cool ass dude. I'm tight though because
when I forgot who it was that was about to fight Busta Rhymes in MP3. Was it Jamal?
Was it?
Yeah, I remember.
I remember. Busta Rhymes. You know who calmed that situation down? Mish. Because Mish knew Busta Rhymes. He told us about when they knew each other from back in their way. Mish was the one that calmed that situation, and I think Mr. T was there too. Jamaican Mr. T, you remember?
Oh yeah.
But I remember that. I remember that night. That was funny. That was fuck. That was the last thing I expected. I'm like, yo, bro, Busta Rhymes is some big ass dude, bro. Who the fuck? What's the
Yeah,
fuck?
this is like right after he like came out of jail too. So like this thing was like looking like Dr. Dre, bro.
Bro, what? No, listen. Hey man, to each their own. If you think you could take him, then by all means.
Right, that's you, man. Do you?
Nah, I think, yeah, it was funny. We definitely had some.
Yeah, he came in to buy like beats, some shit like that. I remember.
Yeah. A lot of the times when like celebrities would come into and you would see them that they look like they're about to buy normal stuff, it would probably be either something for production, like something that they're working on. I'm assuming that Swiss Beats wanted to buy Apple stuff like iPads and MacBooks for like when he would be working on production and shit. Because I know a lot of people use that.
Oh no, he was just bored and he wanted an iPad.
How did he not have an iPad yet? Like, did he just
I'm
forget?
pretty sure
like,
he had one. He probably just like forgot it and was like, "I'll just fucking buy one now."
No,
I mean, it's not like he doesn't have the money to just do that.
No, of course, yeah, absolutely. You know which one I was tight though? I wish we would have gotten it in our store. He went to the fucking. I'm sorry, Union Square was the wackest store, bro, out of all the stores. Because, what got me tight is that they got the fucking Nothing Was the Same. They got the Drake album signing at Union Square, and I was like, nigga, really? Union Square?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this nigga should have came to Fifth Ave. What the fuck is he doing there?
That was right after Alicia Keys came.
Bro, oh my god, that was so.
Because she did hers the day before.
Yeah.
There.
I think hers was more like a pop up kind of thing. Like, I don't think she was like, yo, I'm gonna be at Best Buy Fifth. Like, I was saying, like, I don't think like 10 minutes prior she was like, I'm gonna be at Best Buy Fifth.
I think a day or two after she came to our store, she went there.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Union Square was the biggest store, I would say. I think at the time, I don't know, because I know Fifth Avenue went across the street now. I actually haven't been to the store since they switched over. I've been wanting to go just to check it out and shit. I don't think there's. I'm 100% sure unless it's somebody from like management. I don't think there's anybody else there in that store aside from my brother that I would know. But yeah,
Ty's still there.
he is.
Yeah.
Also, we
So
out
it was
there.
I think G Gordon.
Oh, all right. So we out there. One day when they're there, we'll pull up.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that shit is. Yeah, we had random encounters with people like that in our store. There was also the guy that would always come in his underwear.
Oh, crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit was. I remember one time he came up. The last time I saw him, he came up to Spanish Amber, and this was like she like. So this, I was still in front lane.
I was there.
Yeah, I think,
right
yeah.
there.
I was next to her, and I remember telling her around that time, not the day of, like maybe sometime around that time about the guy because he had come like a couple days before that and did it to like MP3 or something. Like he would just come and it would look like he was about to buy something, and then he would just start saying something random and keep on yelling it, and run out the store. And yo, that shit was so funny.
I remember I was on lunch, bro, and I came downstairs because this is when I was with what's her face, Amanda. And,
that was like, bro, that was like
years.
Yeah. Oh my, bro, I still remember those times. Like when I think back to around that time being at Best Buy, like that was wild, bro. That feels like literally like ages ago, bro.
Yeah. That shit feels like forever ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, I had like went downstairs to like we had just gotten our food and we went up to the hub, and I was like, oh shit. We went to Sophie's. I remember. So I was like, oh, it's dry ass rice.
Shout out to Sophie's. Yo, facts.
So yo,
Cubans, why can't y'all make y'all rice right, man? Nigga, what's up?
Right. And I'm like sitting there. I forget who was ringing me up for it, and Embar was like there. I'm like here, and
I was next to Ambar because somebody recorded it, and you see me in the video. You see her with the dude like starting to yell, and then you see Thompson on the other side. In the background. I'm just like looking back, like, what the fuck? And you see me laughing in the video, and she's trying to keep a straight face because she doesn't know what's going on. And we showed her the video afterwards, and she was so mad, bro.
I'll find that video. I'll link it.
Yo, please. Oh my god.
Shit was too funny.
Yo,
I would like download it, like edit it, and just give like some visual cues, like, oh, this is me.
Yo, Bro, I can't, bro. That shit was too funny. Yo, come to find out, like, the dude, he's not even like a crazy ass dude at all. He had a Vine page and an Instagram page at the time, and you would hear him talk normally on it. He'll be like, yeah, guys, so what's up? So today I'm gonna go to the Best Buy on 14th Street and shit. And like,
Oh no, yeah, it was for clout.
I remember seeing that thing, and I'm like, yo, what is wrong with this nigga? Like, bro, yeah, Cloud is. Y'all heard us say this multiple times on here.
Clout is the
Cloud is a
potent
disease.
drug.
That shit is a fucking disease, bro. That shit is different. Speaking of, bro, we had some baddies that worked in the store. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we're not gonna get into that, man.
Yo, bro, listen, bro. We had some jaws that worked in that store, bro. Listen. A lot of y'all was FTF, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all was, you know, man, but you know, we don't gotta get in on that. If y'all want to hit us on the side and you know, but yeah, we know about you. We know about you. That's why you don't shit where you eat, my nigga. But y'all don't understand that.
There's so many. Oh my god. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and snitch on myself, but
Bro, listen, I heard of some that I didn't even believe, and like once you found out, and you just like looked at those certain people, you could immediately tell. You'd be like, yeah, that should definitely, yep, that's crazy. Listen,
there's so many whack joints too.
The small
Some of the
circle,
baddies just whack, bro.
the small circle that I had, which was me, you, Sam, June, Monica. I think she was like one out of like the two close homegirls that probably wasn't touched in that store. Like, that's it, yeah. Bro. Everybody else, we know about you. We know about you.
And I know for sure there was some that was shooting a shot and it got shut down by me. So I remember a very, very particular game night.
Oh, listen, bro. No names. No names.
Talk
about it, bro. Talk about it, bro.
No names.
Do you? Go ahead. Tell them.
Very, very. I think it was like one of like the last game nights that we did. We were just like, this is one that me and Nat organized, and you know, me and this person were like bored of shit, and I'm like, yo, I would fucking kill for like a beer right now.
I remember I only went to two of the game nights, I think. Because the other ones, they tried to make it into like casino game nights, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hold you. This shit is whack, my nigga.
Yeah. After that, I was just like, yo, let me take over, please.
Yeah.
And I turned it into what it was.
The two game nights before I left, I went to the 2015 and 2014 one. Those are the ones that I went to. The ones before that, and then the one that they tried to do the year that I left, were like the casino shits, and I was like, nah, I'm straight. Yeah. A game night.
Yo, what we're gonna do? We're gonna supply the consoles. We just gonna. I was working with Santiago about this too. I was like, yeah, we just need like open box TVs that work.
Yeah. Honestly. I remember I bought my Wii U for Smash.
Yeah.
And I did, I just told everybody, I was like, yo, just bring your own controller.
Right after that, we can just like pop those just right back into the box and we're good.
Yeah.
Primarily, we used the ones that weren't in a box, so we didn't have
the display models. Those are the ones that they gave.
Right.
Yeah.
So we was vibing with that.
We took the biggest ones too, bro. We had the 65s and we had a couple 65 because I know they.
No, this was the costume one.
Yeah, I actually have a video on my Facebook of Jordan, Luigi, and Nat dancing.
I think so. I think I have that same video on mine. If I like log into
that was actually Sam's first game night. I remember because me and him were sitting next to each other playing Smash with a couple other people. Yeah, bro. I damn, bro. I fucking Bojack was DJing.
Yeah,
I remember. Damn.
Bojack and what's his name? Jorge, George.
That's Bojack. Oh wait, you talking about George from
Manager?
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's because they had a set there. Like, they bought their shit, bro. Yo, damn, bro.
Yeah,
that was so
shit, bro.
long ago. Fuck.
Organized that whole shit. That was all me.
Bro.
You're welcome. But yeah, she was like kind of like bored or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go grab a beer at Point Break. So we go to Point Break, have like 2 beers, whatever.
Point Break, bro. Jesus.
And then She's like, oh, let's get like dot juice from like fucking the Dwayne Reed that was like
right across the street. Oh man.
So I'm like, I bet. So we grabbed like some dot juice.
Yo, shout out to that Dwayne Reed, bro. Them niggas held us down through all of those Black Fridays, bro.
Right. Because they were 24 hours, and then we were chilling.
Oh my god.
And then we were like sitting in Jordan's car. Or was it? Was it Rod? No, it was definitely Jordan's car because we were going to a step afterwards. So we were sitting in Jordan's car, whatever, and we were like kind of like chatting, whatever. Because me and this person, like, we never like really like sat and conversed. You know, so we did, and we're sitting in the car, and we're just chatting, whatever. Like, oh yeah, I never knew this about you. Oh, I never knew this about you, whatever.
This was the game night. Oh, I know who you. Oh,
no, you don't.
Yeah. Oh, that's because I'm trying to think. I'm like, you told me this before multiple times. Who was it? And now, all right, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember.
Yeah, and then she like made a move, but I was just like, weave. Like, nah, it's not that kind of time. And it was funny. It was like I wasn't even like seeing anybody at the time either. I just didn't like fuck with her like that.
Like I said, yeah,
and it wasn't like any particular reason. It was just
like, yeah, I wasn't lit enough for that. You gotta chill with that, baby girl. I wasn't lit enough for that.
But mind you, after that, we like hung out a little bit more. Met some of her like college friends and shit like that, and then like there was this whole. I think after that, we went out for St. Patty's, and you were there.
Yeah, that's when I spent fucking like $30 on 2 shots of Jameson, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, no, that's really dumb to buy Irish whiskey on St. Patrick's Day.
Bro, that shit fucking blew mine. Oh my god. Listen,
but yeah.
we know about you. We know about you. We know about you.
Yeah.
Y'all was on Demon Time before y'all knew what Demon Time was. Y'all some little thotties. We know about you. We know about you.
And again, I feel like she like held like some like personal resentment against me because I like initially like dumped her shit.
Bro, there's some people that, I mean, we've spoken about this multiple times on here. When it comes to the majority of the times, unfortunately, that we've spoken about it, it's been how men handle rejection and stuff like that. But there's some people that just genuinely can't handle rejection, and still can't, and still can't. You know, they talk about empowerment and all this stuff and becoming better people, but like, if somebody that you're kind of into tells you no, you just like completely.
Oh, that shit goes out the window.
And I'm just like, bro, what? Yo, I know, bro. I personally, unfortunately, know dudes that are like, you know, in their mind, every shorty that walks by them is checking them out, and I'm just like, yo, bro, you need to get over yourself, my nigga. Like, it's never like that. And I know dudes that are just
like they would like say something, or like they'd be like, bro, she wants me. It's like,
yeah,
she said good morning. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's the way that she said it and the look. Yeah, alright, bro, okay. And then when they go up and they try to say something slick and they get rejected, they're just like, oh, you see, she's one of them. She's one of what, bro? A normal fucking person that doesn't like you? Because you're a fucking dickhead? Like, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's just some people, they can't handle rejection well. And unfortunately, shit like that happens. Like, it could be somebody that you work with. Not, because for this specific person, they didn't directly work with you, but we worked in the same place. So we saw each other often. And, you know, at the end of the day, listen, that resentment that you hold, that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm chilling. I'm going about my day.
And mind you, this person knew about my past transgressions and adventures and the way I was living life at the time. So I was like, yeah, this is not something you want, baby girl.
Absolutely not, bro. They definitely knew better. But that was probably something that now, thinking back to it, they probably chalk it up to like, oh, we was pretty lit. No, you was pretty lit. You might have been pretty lit. I was good. Trust me.
I don't even like follow this person on like Instagram or like Twitter or anything.
You're not missing out on much. Sorry if you end up watching this sometime down the line. You're not missing out on much, bro. Listen, I'm very genuine with the people that are genuine with me, and I ended up finding out after some time after I left the store that this person was not saying the best things about me. Because of a friendship that I had with somebody else. And again, everything comes full circle. I say this all the time, and I don't say this in a threatening way. Whenever you say some shit about me, I find out. I find out. If somebody that you're probably 9 times out of 10 saying it to the wrong person, and the next time I see him or her, they're gonna be like, yo, you still fuck with this person? You know, XYZ. They said this about you. I'm like, oh really, bro? When I left the store, people thought that I got fired because I was stealing. Like, come on, bro. So imagine all the types of shit that was being spoken, and this specific person wasn't saying that
it
about
was
me,
the
but
same for me.
yeah, bro. When you get fired from Best, everybody thinks that you get fired because you were stealing. Like, I'm like, nigga, no.
Mind you, I didn't even get fired. I quit.
Bro,
Like, people were being told that I was fired. Which one? Not true.
Yeah.
2, people were told I was being fired for stealing. Also not true.
Yeah.
What they did not know is because I kept my mouth shut and I only told very few select people who needed to know these things, was that I was using them to pay for my training for another job. And then once that training was done, I was out regardless. Them just not approving my additional week off was just icing on the cake. And I was like, all right, cool. Bye.
It's a fact.
It just so
Also,
happened that they were firing somebody for stealing
I remember
that very same
yeah.
day.
I mean,
So I don't think that like helped my case in the slightest. But you know what? I really didn't care what that made me look like or anything like that because I had already finessed the system
yeah,
to
you
like
was
the
chilling.
maximum
You
degree.
were big chilling, bro. For
So,
me, you know, and this goes in general for like a lot of people that left that store, whether they left willingly, they were fired, whatever the case was. It's just like I also people just like to talk too much because once one person leaves, whether you're fired or you leave, people start asking, yo, they'll either ask you directly if they feel like they're comfortable enough with you, or they'll ask around and they'll be like, yo, what happened to Thompson? What happened to Juhrownee? And then some people will be like, oh, I don't know, I heard he got fired. And they'll be like, yo, he was probably this and that. And
that's the narrative.
yeah, and that spreads. Unfortunately, that's what spreads. Instead of literally, like I said before, the thing that blew mine the most, but again, it was something that I expected too, was so many people. My brother, Sam, probably Thompson, and like even people like Monica and Chris Santos and June hit me up. They were like, yo, everybody's asking about you. I'm like, bro, I follow like half of the fucking store on Instagram. Nobody's hit me up. My DMs are empty. Yo, what happened to Juhrownee? Yo, my brother, who if you guys know him, my brother's like one of the, well, my second brother, the youngest one doesn't work there, but my middle brother that was working there, he's one of the most calmest people, and even he, like, this dude is like, just like me, like laid back, calm dude. Yo, people were like, every day would ask him, yo, what happened to your brother? I heard he got fired, and he's just like, hit the nigga up and ask him, like, why are y'all asking me? He's like, yeah, I know why my brother got let go. I know why he left this and the other, but that's not my business to tell you. How about y'all hit him up? Y'all follow each other on Instagram. Like, come on, bro. So, and that goes, you know, to add on to like the other stuff that we were saying about that other person and just anybody in general. I also just like, I unfollowed a lot of people within those weeks after I left because people don't, there's always, unfortunately, like a false narrative that starts to spread. Especially, I don't know why that like, I just feel like that place specifically, when you leave, or just out of the blue, like anything could happen. Unless people actually see it happening, like it'll spread faster that way. But I follow so many people because everybody was, you know, when you're there, everybody fucks with you. When you leave, nobody knows you, and I'm like,
Yo, right, yeah.
My God, I bet. And then as soon as I left, and I followed mad people, have those people. Yo, you in T-Mobile now? How can I get it? I don't know.
Yo, I was just about to say that. Like, until you finally go back and you're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm doing this, that, and the third, and they're like, oh, word put me on. I'm trying to leave. Nah, steal like I was.
Yeah, apparently, in fact.
Yeah.
Get you some money off of stealing this shit, and you know, do you? Yo, what you been up to, nigga? You follow me on Instagram. You see my story. What you mean? What I've been up to? Working.
That's exactly what happened the last time. Like, I went there, like after I had like left. I think I went there, because I was with this girl and I went to pick her up, and people were like, yo, what are you doing now? Like, we heard you got let go, whatever. And I'm like, what? No, I quit. What are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm like table now, doing this, making crazy bread, like it's crazy. They're like, oh, word, yo, put me on, bro. I'm trying to get like you.
No.
Nah, I'm good.
If we're not cool, don't ask me to put you on to nothing.
All right, you can stay right where you are.
And that goes for people that like that you know from a job that like just so happen to you guys so happen to follow each other on social media. If we're not cool, I'm not putting you onto shit. I don't do that.
And plus, if you have a shit work ethic, I'm not putting you onto shit
That's a fact.
at all. And then I know for a fact that people that I've asked like to put me on like jobs and stuff like that, I can ask that with confidence because I know of my work ethic and how I handle myself.
Fact, bro.
And then they see it too, which is
That's
why
a
I got
fact.
like 9 different recommendations for where I'm at now. And then like even when I like went for like the group interview, there were like 9 why are you here? Like we're just gonna give you the job. And I'm like, all right, bet.
Telling you, bro. You know how many people ask me for referrals from my job, and like the ones that I do put through, they'll see it when I forward your email to my manager. Like you'll obviously see it, and I'll tell you, yeah, you know, I let them know. And I've legit straight up told people, and I should have told 1 or 2 other people that I already put onto the job, unfortunately, because I know that they fucking embarrassed me at the beginning. And yo, when I tell you, like, I won't say this person's name, obviously, but yo, one of my boys that I put onto this job, bro, that nigga, like, he fucking embarrassed. Like, when I put him onto that job, he had, like, maybe a month in. I was already not getting complaints from my old manager, but my old manager was just like, yo, is your boy good? Because, like, sometimes I'll be looking at the camera for his building, and he just looks like he be out of it. And I'm just like, yo, if you got to tell him anything, tell him. Don't tell him. I hate when people
Don't
do
tell
that.
me.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
like, I'm not his manager. I'm his boy, but I'm not his manager. You the nigga that's supposed to tell him, yo, you know, get up, do what you got to do, whatever.
But then they always hit you with the, oh, but that's your boy. You recommended him.
I don't care. If you got to...
Like, you hired him. Nigga. What you mean?
Bro, I've told my managers straight up before, if you see these people fucking up, fire them niggas. I do not want nobody under my belt that is going to give me a bad reputation. I mean, you can't give me a bad reputation in the company after I put you on. That's on you. You do what you do at the company after. I know somebody that got let go
Literally,
of.
I just got your foot in the door. That's
Yeah,
it.
I know somebody that I put on that got let go of. I know somebody else that left willingly because they just didn't like end up not liking the job. And I know somebody that got put on a final weeks after they started fucking working for the job. So, you know, at that point, I straight up told my manager, I was like, yo, listen, it got to
I
the
think I
point,
know one of those people.
bro. Listen, I literally I went on vacation after I put this nigga on. I literally get texts from my tenants that I'm cool with. They're like, yo, that's your boy that's covering you, right? I'm like, yeah, why, what's up? They're like, I don't know. He's been acting like mad weird on shift. And like, this was at the time where he had like started smoking again. So he would literally smoke right before his shift. And he would like completely fuck up everything he was doing for the whole shift. And I remember calling this nigga. I had to tell my moms when I was in DR, yo, or my aunt rather, sorry, to take me to her crib where she had internet so I can get on a phone call and call this nigga. And I fucking barked at this nigga. I was like, yo, bro, I'm this close to calling my manager and snitching on you, telling that nigga to look at the fucking camera and fire your ass for doing the stupid shit, my nigga. Don't ever fucking embarrass me like that again. Like, I chewed that nigga up over the phone, bro. I was like, yo, bro, don't you ever in your fucking life do that to me, my nigga. And after I came back to work, I was like, yo, don't call this nigga to come cover here. I don't want to see this nigga here no more, bro. And we went a little time without talking because again, bro, like even like I don't put this job on a pedestal, but at the same time, it's like when I put you onto something and people know you because of me, and you start doing stupid shit, and that circles back to me, that's when I get.
That's
fucking,
putting me.
Yeah, like I'm like, nah, bro, fuck that shit. You're not gonna embarrass me, my nigga, like that. Fuck out of here. And I told my manager straight up, I was like, if I was you, I would have been fired that nigga. So that's on you,
Which
Playboy.
is also why, like, I really don't put people on to like job applications or anything like that. Either.
It could
So
be
I'm
your
like, yo,
closest
listen,
friends. You gotta really know who you put on because again,
my vetting system is so strict. Like
I
we would
don't
have
blame
to
you, bro.
be in constant communication. Like it cannot be just us being like friends on like social media or whatever. We have to be in like constant communication. I've had to have worked with you in the past, which usually is the case. But I also need to know the kind of person you are outside of the job. because I need to know what you prioritize in life, and how you carry yourself, because that all reflects on your performance at the job as well.
Yeah.
So if your life is hectic and chaotic, I'm not recommending you, because
especially
then
to a job that like requires you to not be that.
right,
You know what I mean?
especially,
Also,
well, most jobs require you to have like pretty good, attendance or whatever. And
like
then I
just
know that
genuine
some of your
professionalism. You know?
obligations, right? Some
Yeah.
of your obligations are gonna require you to like go over your time or like stay later for that or whatever. You're gonna miss your shifts. Um, I don't need my name associated with that.
Also,
Yeah.
let me circle back real quick. I personally I indulge in smoking here and there. I don't have nothing against people that do, or drinking or doing whatever you want to do recreationally on your free time. However, when that affects something serious, that's when you need to understand that like you gotta like, you know, fucking focus and be on your shit, because again, I've had moments where both sides, you know, whether people were just stupid high or stupid drunk and they would like get to the shift. I've put people on that have worked overnight, that have gone to work like just stupid drunk, and mind you, you're supposed to be securing the whole building where you're working at, but you're fucking
Mhm.
pissed drunk out of your mind or stoned. And like, listen, I don't care if this hurts anybody personally. A lot of y'all know that y'all tolerance is shit. Even before the pandemic, where everybody was like, "Oh, I haven't smoked in so long, I haven't drank in so long," blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. A lot of y'all know that y'all tolerance is shit and it's low. And this specific person that I was talking about knew that his tolerance was shit because I told him joking around, and then I told him seriously. I was like, "Yo, bro, you can't be doing this shit before you come to work because you're fucking chopped half the time, and like people are legit asking you for packages, and you're looking at them like they're like, you know, the moon or some shit."
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, that shit, bro, I tell you, like, every time I think about that time, that shit got me. That literally almost ruined my vacation for me, bro. And I was away for 2 fucking weeks. And I was like, yo, I don't even, like, that hurt me to know that I left my tenants in the care of this nigga. Like,
Right.
that,
I'm like,
and
nah.
all of that shit, I told them all of that shit too. I was like, bruh, you cannot be fucking serious right now. After I put you on, and like everybody knows you in that building because of me, and they know you as Juhrowenee's boy, and you turn around and do some stupid shit like this, like,
Mhm.
nah, my nigga.
So, folks, just be careful who you put onto jobs, because your name is your value. You're only as good as what your name can bring.
That's a fact. Not just jobs, but like when you introduce these people to like other friend
Other
groups.
friends,
You know what I mean? Like
yes,
that's another
especially.
big thing too. Like people will know that person as Thompson's boy, as Juhrowenee's boy, as Sam's boy, not as their own person
Their
until they make
individual self.
themselves well known as that person. So
Mhm.
I don't want to be associated with anybody that's gonna bring any type of negativity to my name.
Right. That's
That
why a lot of my friend groups don't intersect. They are very separate and living in their own universes. Um, the only constant remaining thing that's there is me, because I'm my genuine self. So I'm going to be me throughout all the friend groups. However, I know how each group works and operates, and what they work with and what they don't work with, and that's other friend groups. So I don't ever have them
you know,
intersect.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of followed that for a little bit, and I understand when people do it the way
Mm,
that they do. However, I like to think that I align myself with people that are, I don't want to say similar to me. We're not all yes people or whatever the case is, and we don't all follow the same, you know, moral compass, you could say. Um, However, I could say this one thing. Out of everybody that I consider a friend and a close friend that I'm always around or always talking to, you know, I could say, I don't want to say that I have like a million of them, but like those, I wouldn't even separate them into groups. I could legit put all of those people together and it would be a good time. If I ever felt like there was one person that I didn't want to bring around people, that person wouldn't be around me. Period.
mm.
And again, you know, people are different. People like to, yo, Tuscas, thank you for the follow. Shout out to you. Um,
Well, and I mean, it's not like they're like an overall like terrible person or anything like that. It's
yeah,
just like
no,
their energy doesn't match the energy of like other friend groups and
yeah,
such like that. And it's
that
like
yeah.
it might
Honestly,
be
yeah.
like one group may be a little bit too chill for this other person who's just like super like all over the place, bouncing off the walls, super energetic.
Yeah.
Very what's the word? What the fuck is the word?
Tusk, as we talking about when you don't like mixing friend groups, the reasons why you don't like mixing friend groups, or why wouldn't you? And if you do, if you feel like all of your friends genuinely mix well together, then that's cool as well. That's how I feel like about my friend group. Um, Again, I've had one or two people that I felt like didn't fit that, and I'm gonna be honest, they slowly phased themselves out of my life, because like the type of people that I hang around with all the time. If we're drinking, we chilling. If half of us get like lit and they start doing whatever they want to do, it's that I can't remember the last time I was chilling with a friend group and somebody like blew the mood. You know what I'm saying? Because that's somebody that I would like put on the spot. So I'll be like, yo, what's up with you? Like, why are you like this right now? Everybody's chilling, everybody's having a good time. Why you gotta be this person? And like I said, those people that like, I don't want to say to not go through what you go through when there's other people around, because we all go through our things the way that we can, and we deal with it the way that we can. But at the same time, the people, like I said, that I've consistently or that have consistently phased out of my life are people that they themselves are like always like just like they're the ones that consistently would either like try to bring the mood down or whatever the case is, and or just honestly just end up blowing everything. And it's just like, yo, like, why is it that every time that you're around, like, shit is just dumb whack? You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to find a better way to word that, because I don't want to make it sound like anybody's depression or anxiety or what you go through, should stop you from hanging out with your friend groups. But also, if you feel like when you hang out with your friend groups, don't look to anybody else for happiness. But if you still feel shit or terrible, and you're around a huge group of people that usually you should be having a good time with,
Should probably change those people.
yeah, yeah. You see those posts all the time on social media of people talking about like, oh, if you don't see your life going anywhere, then like really reevaluate everything around you and who you have around you. That goes for pretty much anything, man. Like, just always be very
Be
weary.
self-developmental.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's
would
that's
say.
that's another.
Always develop oneself. Don't worry about other people.
It's a fact.
Just do you. And when you are doing you, the people who are doing them will genuinely gravitate towards you, and those are the people you want to have around you.
That's
People
a
who are
fact.
constantly developing themselves, challenging themselves, and also challenging the people they care about. So, you as a
It's a fact.
person, go out and challenge the people you care about. Whether it's to achieve very small, minor goals, or to take that first step toward a major goal.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because in the end, we only get this single life, and if you are dreaming big and not making big moves, then you are really just sleeping your life away, and that's not good.
To be honest,
So formulate that plan, put that plan into action, live the life you deserve, live the life you want, basically.
facts. I know. I can speak from personal experience because it's something that we've all spoken about here before too. We like to be open when it comes to mental health, more so men's mental health, because we don't really get a chance to talk about it um, as much as others do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something where, like, I've had friends that like have been consistently depressed, honestly, since like I've known them, both male and females. But it's like, what are you doing to help that? Oh, my anxiety stops me from going outside. My anxiety stops me from eating, from taking a shower, from even turning on the TV. It's like, all right, cool. So what do you do all day? I just stay in a dark ass room, blinds closed under my sheets. Okay,
Uh,
so
so I don't want to like downplay anybody's like anxiety or whatever, but a lot of it is self
it is
diagnosed.
most of the time it's self-diagnosed. If I'm being
Yeah.
if I'm being like, you look at the statistics, and again, but this is not us attacking anybody directly or what you're going through, but like really, really sit down and think about it, because I had to, bro. like, yo, just to put this out there, and like, just real quick, trigger warning for anybody. The same year that I got fired from Best Buy. The same year that I got fired from Best Buy, I don't want to say I lost contact, but I wasn't able to speak to two of my closest friends, who I'm still close with to this day, because that's just how our friendship is. We just have a tight friendship like that. But for one reason or another, we weren't able to speak pretty much that whole summer because I got fired in the beginning of the summer. And then, right before Thanksgiving that year, my fucking uncle, who was like a second father to me, killed himself by hanging himself. And I saw that. Like, I visually saw that with my eye. So you could just
I remember
imagine.
you talked about that, yeah.
So you could just imagine. This was back in 2016 that all that happened. You could just imagine. I had to go through all of that in the span of a couple of months. You could kind of say I wasn't at that wasn't those weren't my best moments. I was probably in some of the darkest, and I was going through just stuff like relationship wise too, shit with my parents and like things at home. So I was probably at my darkest there,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me to literally sit there with myself and be like, yo, I can't live the rest of my life like this. I can't live the rest of my life letting myself sink deeper and deeper into this fucking hole. I'm my own fucking person. Yes, all of these events traumatize me, and but really at the end of the day, you know what all that is? I just have to put that shit on my back and carry it with me. For all the people that believe in faith or religion, whatever, that's what you call carrying your cross. When your cross is heavy, you carry all that shit with you. And as
Mm-hmm.
time goes on, you become a better person. But like, you can't sit there and talk about how things aren't going well for you, and like your depression and your anxiety is stopping you from doing things when you yourself aren't doing anything to better it. You're able to get up, you're able to go to the bathroom, you're able to switch on the light. But if I'm being honest, again, a lot of the times you let yourself get in over your head, and it stops you from bettering yourself. You have to sit there with yourself and say, I'm better than that, I'm stronger than that, and just pick yourself up. And again, you have to carry all these things with you. But like, just like when you do weights at the gym, or when you do cardio, you're running, or again you're weightlifting, the more you carry that stuff with you, and I'm not saying to pile on obviously more negative shit, but the better you get at you get better at carrying those things with you when you go about it in a better way and you actually try to better your life.
Yep.
You're not gonna do anything sitting in a dark ass room all day being depressed. You have to go outside, go for a walk, open your blinds, open your shades, pull your shades up, turn on the TV, put on something positive. Don't fucking start, oh, I remember this because this was the last thing I watched, like, right before I got super sad, or they broke up with me, or I lost this person. So I'm gonna watch it again so I can continue to be sad. It's not how that works. You have to,
Oh,
you
I
have
was
to.
guilty of that.
Bro, 1,000% I was guilty of that too. But again, you have to understand that you got to work on yourself. You're the only thing stopping you from being good.
Yep.
Or what's that phrase? You're your own worst enemy. So really, that's all it is.
Joke. And you know what? It's true. You get into your own head, and then can't nobody like actually get you out of that except for you. You just have to make the effort to step forward, make the effort to do better. It doesn't have to be a grand effort. It can be a very small victory
One
after
step
a
at a
very small
time.
victory,
One step at a time.
until you get to the place that you want to be. But if I would say, always seek professional help.
Yeah, that's easier
Always.
said than done because price and all this extra stuff. But at the end of the day, the more you push yourself to want to be better, you're gonna get there. It's gonna
That's
take
another thing.
time.
It's another thing for a lot of people who are like who feel stuck in their situations, like they can't really do much due to uh, financial reasons, stuff like that. There's different outlets, right? So if you don't make much money, um, healthcare, your healthcare provider could actually support you with therapy sessions, depending on the plan that you get and stuff like that. Obviously, that's worked out through your financial means. It's between you and the insurance company, but absolutely having that is required. Anyone over the age of 18 should have healthcare. medical care, dental, vision. Take care of your body first. Um, and as you're taking care of your body, your mind will thank you.
It's the little
It's
steps, bro.
it's
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 the
all
little
a
steps.
process, honestly.
You're
Which
not
is
gonna
why,
wake up one day and everything's gonna be 100% better.
right? And I know that's what a lot of people are waiting for. Believe me, I waited for those days too.
That's a
But
fact.
I got to those days because I made it happen. Um, and now, I mean, I'm still under development, so I can't really tell you like it's
I think we all are, bro.
right.
It's again, it's one of those. It's one step at a time.
Mhm.
If you're worried about your physical health, one thing that I've been doing literally for months now that has drastically changed how my days go is when I wake up in the morning, I just do some light stretches. And that shit, yo, compared to how I felt like, I probably have barely lost any weight, but compared to how I used to feel like months ago till now, I feel fucking amazing for the rest of the day.
Mhm.
I can get up. I'm not like, sighing to like get up and like every time I move, if I sit down for too long, it doesn't hurt anymore. Like just starting off something like that. Then what happens when you stretch? Your bones are stretched, your muscles are stretched. You might feel like taking a little walk outside. You might feel like, I mean, now the times are getting a little bit colder, so that's gonna be a little bit harder to do. But like it's
But you
again,
know what you can do? You can get good sleep.
yes,
I know I stay here all the time, and I know you guys see me on Discord all the time at like 3, 4 a.m. I know the other day, I was up watching movies with Ninja Zay and Chuck. We were just watching random ass movies, and I didn't go to sleep till like I didn't go to sleep at all actually. Um,
get you a
and
good
sure,
night's
that's
sleep.
only because I didn't work the next day, but I did have plans, so it kind of it was like a whole thing. Um, but it's only because I didn't have to work the next day. Um,
I feel you,
get
bro.
good sleep. Your brain will thank you. Your body will thank you. Your family and your loved ones will thank you because you'll be here longer.
I hate when I hear people talk about how like they say they can't get a good night's sleep, which again, it's not something where I'm just like, oh, come on. It's something that's 100% attainable. People are just like, oh, when I lay down at 10, 11 p.m., 12 a.m., my body just doesn't want to go to sleep. You have to condition your body back to it. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
when you've been staying up till 4, 5, 6 a.m. for fucking years, your body's not gonna want to go to sleep at 11 p.m., 12 a.m., not even or even 1 a.m. You have to condition yourself back to that.
Mm-hmm.
One of our close friends, what he did is that one day he just stayed up for over 24 hours, which do not recommend. It's not a fun time. But the following night, like at 7, 8, 9 p.m., he like knocked out and didn't wake up until the next morning at like 10, at like 9, 10 a.m. And he was like, oh, I feel great. He fucking opened up his blinds. He's like saw the fucking sun. That's another thing too for everybody that likes to be a
It
night
may sound
owl.
like corny and shit, but like when you like get up and like you open the blinds in the morning and you get to like that fresh like sunlight,
Bro,
it's like you got songs like I saw the sun. Opened
bro,
up my
a
heart.
hundred,
That song,
a
and it
thousand
starts
percent,
playing in your head. You just get like in a
bro.
better like
Yo,
happier.
people, a lot of people like. I think people fail to remember this. Humans need sunlight to like function.
Yeah, we're
Like
basically plants.
we legit need sunlight to function. So you can't expect to stay up till 6 fucking a.m. every day and then try to fall and then you knock out because your body is lit. The only reason why you knock out is not because you're tired, but because you're tired to the point where your body just shuts down on you and you have no other option but to throw yourself on your couch or your bed and fall asleep.
That's not falling asleep. That's passing out.
Yeah, literally. That's you're not sleeping. You know what I mean? And then also, then you wake up at 5 p.m. when it's especially nowadays when it's starting to get dark at that time, and then you wondered why you're slumped the whole time, whether you have to go to work for that. When I was working overnights, worst time of my fucking life, bro. Worst time of my life. I do not know how niggas normally stay up until the early hours of the morning and sleep through the day. Like that shit is normal, bro. My body was not fucking with that at all, bro.
Yeah.
At all. I can't I couldn't and when I went back to working at the daytime, Yo, literally in the span of like 2 days, my body readjusted and was like, all right, nigga, we back now. We going to sleep at 11, 12 a.m. and we waking up at 8, 9 in the morning and going about your day and doing what you got to do, your thug thizzle.
Yeah.
And that shit is
The
different,
yellow
bro.
sun is not just Superman's source of power; it's all of our sources of power, and that's actually a symbolic thing. Which is also the original intention for him obtaining power from the red sun, from the yellow sun.
It makes
This is
sense.
supposed to be like a metaphor for like how we also receive power from the sun, um, and it makes us feel super.
Bro,
Me personally,
plain and
I'm not a
simple.
fan of the sun. It's too bright. It's too hot. Yeah,
I'm not either.
I'm a night owl. I don't my mind just like thrives in the night, but that's gotta stop. Like I have to sleep.
But I'm telling you,
um,
what that shit does to your body, and like I was told this by my doctor when I first started working overnight shifts, what being up at nighttime and being asleep in the daytime, like what it does to your body, like yo, there's legit studies and statistics that have shown that being up at night for so long and not getting enough, because during the daytime, if we're being honest, you don't get enough sleep because you're constantly, it, you could have the best blinds in the world, the sunlight is still gonna come through. You know, your body knows that it's the daytime, so you're gonna be tossing and turning half the time. You're never, the people that sleep during the daytime never get good sleep because
nope.
your body is trying to fight it. Even if you've done this for years, your body is still trying to fight it. You're tossing and turning. You're gonna have people calling you, texting you because it's the fucking daytime, so they're up like normal people. Um, and so but what those studies have shown is that has literally legitimately led to depression, anxiety, bad habits that you form around your body, like terrible eating and all this kind of stuff, and like just genuinely it being extremely bad physically and mentally for you. So again, I mean, for what it's worth, it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. I'm pretty sure if you start trying to force yourself to fall asleep at 11, 12 a.m., at 11 p.m., 12 a.m., for people that don't want to go to sleep super, super early, my body is weird. I can fall asleep anywhere from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Like, that's like my threshold of falling asleep. If I don't have nothing planned, like a stream or being on Discord with the guys or whatever the case is, honestly, by like 11, 11:30, I'm already like on my way knocking out. But if I do have something planned or if I'm out at work or something like that, I usually get back home like around 12 to 1. So that's why I say 1 a.m. is usually when I knock out. But yeah, it is what it is. It takes 21 days to make or break a habit, and that goes for everything: sleep, um, eating right, exercise, all of that stuff. You gotta put the
Right.
time in. Your body has to get accustomed to it. You're not gonna chisel yourself into a god or goddess in 3 days. It takes time. It
Mm-hmm.
takes time, and that's why that saying is, people say it genuinely. It takes 21 days. It maybe not be literal. Maybe for you it might be a little bit faster. Maybe for others it might take a little bit longer.
It's
But
typically the average time
yeah,
for people.
takes 21 days
Uh,
to make or break a habit. If you guys want to start streaming, if you guys want to start making YouTube videos, you can't expect to upload one video every 7 months and then just be like, yo, why am I not a full blown YouTuber yet? Why am I not a Twitch streamer that's getting 5,000 viewers yet?
yeah, that's
Because you
me. I
stream,
barely streamed for the month of August, October, and I was like, "Yo, like, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Wait, that's all
bro.
me. Like, I've been here."
That's what I'm saying. People,
Which I'm going to make up for November. I swear, promise.
I'm trying to too. I'm taking this week off of streaming. I think I might stream tomorrow. I haven't. I might stream after this, to be honest. I was thinking about starting Breath of the Wild.
Um,
So
I might do Visage tonight. I'll probably start that at like 8. But we're gonna end it there.
yes. If you guys can take away anything from today's episode, it's that it takes 21
Right.
days to make or
21
break a
days to
habit.
make a break a habit.
So
Do better
do you
for
do,
not for others, for yourself.
for yourself? You deserve it.
Right. Because at the end of the day, you benefit the most from it.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm MugenPlayz,
I'm Juhrownee.
and yeah, we've been chatting.
We have been
we
chatting.
be chatting. We always will be chatting. All right. And we hope to see you guys next week for episode 32.
Bro, we've been at this for 31 weeks already. Not
Yo, that's
consecutive,
crazy, bro.
That's
Not
our fault.
consecutive.
Oh,
We're human.
actually, no. That's not our fault. That's Discord and internet's fault.
All right. It happens.
But,
But we're here. We're there. Get used to it.
So, yeah. We out of here, y'all.
Yeah. I'll see you guys back at 8 because I'll be doing that. So, 30 minutes, baby.
Ja.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. okay.